Good morning. Let's sing together. Don't worry. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Sing and don't you worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. I rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds beside my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. One more time. Sing and don't you worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Sing and don't you worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. One more time. Every little thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright.
Happy Pride Sunday, everybody, and welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where we are so grateful for those of you who are here in the room, and to all of you who are joining us in our virtual sanctuary, and to all of our congregation and friends who are down at the Pride Festival this morning. I think a lot of people are there, given the chairs that are empty this morning, but we're so very grateful for all of it. And Love Streamers, please let us know your name and where you are so that we can connect with you and you can connect with each other. Our practitioners serving in today's service, are Farrell Zeman, who is holding high watch throughout this service, prayerfully knowing that the best and highest is unfolding as we share this sacred time together. The best and highest gossip is done, so now he's doing the other, and I will be doing our reading and our prayer this morning. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so that we can help make the world a better place. If you will, please join me in saying, with feeling, our purpose statement. We are an open, welcoming community celebrating our divinity, loving our humanity, and nurturing our journeys of spiritual discovery. Thank you. Our theme for the month of June is Summer Transmutation. And our speaker today is our beloved practitioner and ministerial intern, Lanna Carins, whose talk is called The Spiritual Practices of Science of Mind. And our special music today is our dear friend Kopo Magic, who was brave enough to not only be our special music, but to take the place of our entire band. So please give him a lot of support.
Thank you.
The band, along with our Reverend Cindy and her wife Bryn, are down taking part in the Pride Parade this morning, and being down at the booth. So today, following the service, would normally be our monthly visioning, and for the first time ever, we're not going to have that, because we want to encourage the rest of you to get down to Washington Square and enjoy the Pride Festival this afternoon. So it'll be wonderful. On Friday, June 21st at 7 p.m., our youth and family ministry is hosting this month's Spiritual Cinema. At Spiritual Cinema, we watch and then discuss together a meaningful movie of some kind. This month's movie is Soul, which is the story of a middle school band teacher who travels to another realm to help another person discover their passion, and in the process, discovers what it means to have soul. And of course, if we're together, there's food, and since it's a movie, there will be popcorn, so join us for that. Do we have anyone visiting today for the first time? If so, please raise your hand. There you go. I was going to say, I'm trying not to look at you and single you out. Thank you so much for being here. You're with wonderful company. We just know that you're going to have a blessing here this morning, and we know that's true for everyone here. So, Cindy and Jeff, thanks for bringing your friend. Now, pay attention to what Cindy and Jeff have done here. Did you guys tell her what the deal is? My sister. I see. Well, okay, here's the deal, though. We are having a contest. The person or people, couple, if you happen to be one of those, who bring the most new guests to our center in June and July are going to win a giant screen TV. So far, Cindy and Jeff are ahead. So these seats need to be filled next week, everybody, so let's get on that. Did you help her pick up a gift and stuff out there and get signs to mind them? Okay, but you will do that after the service, so that's great. Thanks for being here with us. You have a wonderful brother and sister-in-law. All right, so I remind you, you can always find out more about what's happening on our website, spirituallyfree.org, and I won't tell you all the stuff. You tell her. But one thing that we have added that's new to our website is we've been a longtime member of the Salt Lake Interfaith Roundtable, and we've started including events that Interfaith is hosting. And one of the ones that's happening next Saturday is an event called Guns to Gardens, which provides an opportunity to turn in unwanted guns that will be made into garden tools. So it's kind of the put your swords into plowshares kind of thing. So there's more information on the website if you've got a gun hanging around that you don't want. So, all right. I remind you all that through next Sunday, out in the hallway, you have the opportunity to bid on our Food, Fun, and Friends events. There are all kinds of amazing things happening. There's every country of food, an event happening with that. There are all kinds of different fun things from river rafting, hiking, bowling, flower arranging, concerts, knitting, and all the events are designed to help you make new friends or deepen friendships. That was my favorite thing about the event I hosted last year was I got to know somebody that I didn't know very well at the center. So next week is the last week to bid. The sheets are all out there. Please see Teresa Flanagan if you don't have a bidder number so that you can do that. And if you want to get something for your dad, we're going to announce the winners on Father's Day. So make a note and we'll tell you so you can bring your dad to get that on Father's Day. All right. As I always do, I remind you our center was founded on, and it is grounded in prayer. Our professional prayer practitioners spend years training in the art and science of affirmative prayer, and they are here to pray with and for you with anything that might be going on in your life. It is transformative to allow them to do that, and we encourage you. They'll be across the hall after the service, and please take advantage of that if anything's going on in your life. So right now, I invite you to allow Kopo's beautiful music to connect you with that spirit that lives within each one of us, and then I will do our reading, some silence, and prayer.
Fly high, let the earth touch the sky. Sing with me, fly. Fly, fly high, let the earth touch the sky. Fly, Let the earth touch the sky. Fly, fly high. Ooh. Let the earth touch the sky. Spin my wings and fly, fly high. Let the earth touch the sky. Last time. Fly, fly high. Let the earth touch the sky. Let the earth touch the sky.
May we hear these ideas from Ernest Holmes with the heart of the divine that lives within us. It is important that we recognize God, not just as a principle that is always expressing itself in form, but also as infinite person. If we only see God as an abstract principle or a mathematical law of cause and effect, we lose all warmth and color. In our quest to understand divine principle, we must never forget the divine essence. There is something in the human mind that desires to think of God or spirit as a person. Anything which has been in the human mind since time began, anything we are unable to erase from the human mind as a deep urge, arises out of reality. Humanity needs warmth and color. The universe is more than an unstoppable law of cause and effect. The unique expression of the one that shows up as each individual could not have emerged from a principle that does not contain within it the possibility of personality. In each one of us, to each one of us, through each one of us, something divine is made personal, as God itself shows up as each one of us. As we evolve spiritually, the divine will become not more impersonal and distant, but more personal and intimate. Let's use a moment or two of sacred silence to connect with that divine inner presence. How grateful I am for this sacred time that we share together here this morning. For each and every person who made the effort to be here. For all of the community that is with us online, and for our community that is downtown, sharing the joy of this community with our gay brothers and sisters, with the whole LGBTQ community. This is a place that is a spiritual alternative for them, and we are thankful. Right now, I recognize that there is only one presence, one power in this universe, that it is in and operates through each and everything, the beautiful blue sky and the clouds that are drifting above, cooling it, the air, making it a lovely temperature outside. The beautiful mountains, the water that fell yesterday to help everything grow. And as I know that all of this is God, I know this too, that is true for me, that I am the Spirit of God in form. And as I know this for me, I know it for each person in this room, for each person hearing this sound, and for all who exist. It's all God. I am so very grateful, and we bless this morning each and every person who has contributed to this service, the folks who showed up early to make coffee, who bought the snacks, who prepared it, who set up the room and welcomed us. For dear Kopo stepping in to share his light, his love, and his music with us. For the words that Lanna will share with us, for what a blessing she is to this community. For our AV team always making it possible for us to be here and to go out into the world. For our practitioners holding this space, always knowing the best and highest for this community. And for everyone who belongs to this community, what a blessing you all are. And we bless you. And so in gratitude that this is done, we just simply let it be. As together we say, and so it is.
Listen to your body, listen to your heart, dance. Your soul is on fire, sing with me. Listen to your body, listen to your heart, dance. Your soul is on fire. 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 Listen to your body, listen to your heart, dance. Your soul is on fire. Listen to your body, listen to your heart, dance. Your soul is on fire. Listen to your body, listen to your heart, dance. Your soul is on fire. Listen to your body, listen to your heart, dance. Your soul is on fire. 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 So thanks for letting me come and play with you guys today. So for special music, it's kind of a medley of a sacred mantra, the Sanskrit, and part English. So the English part, join with me, it's love, joy, peace, harmony. Shanti means peace. Shanti Om. Sat City, City Call, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satanam, Call Murit, Waheguru. Sat City, City Call, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satanam, Call Murit, Waheguru. We all come from the one love, and to it we shall return. We all come from the one love, and to it we shall return. Love, joy, peace, harmony, shanti, shanti om. Love, joy, peace, harmony, shanti, shanti om. Sat City, City Call, City Call, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satanam, Call Amoret, Waheguru, Waheguru. Sat City, City Call, City Call, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satanam, Kolamoret, Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Don't give up the fight when the race called life, when you're falling apart, falling into a million pieces. You know I'll do anything and everything for you when you're falling apart, falling into a million pieces. Because your love, joy, peace, harmony, shanti, shanti om. Because you're loved, joy, peace, harmony, shanti, shanti om. I see you living on the edge, wanting to give up. Feel like there's nothing to live for. You tell yourself there's nothing else to live for. But I'm here to tell you everything to live for. I'm here to tell you everything to live for. Because you're loved, joy, peace, harmony, shanti, shanti om. Because you're loved, joy, peace, harmony, shanti, shanti om, shanti om, shanti om. Sat City, City Call, City Call, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satanam, Call Amoret, Waheguru, Waheguru. Sat City, City Call, City Call, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satanam, Call Amoret, Waheguru. Sat City, City Call, City Call, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satanam, Call Amoret, Waheguru. We all from the one love, and to it we shall return. Return, 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 return to your love. Return, return, return to love, joy, peace, harmony, 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 love, joy, peace. Thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you, Kopo Magic, for that. I'm in such a trance right now. I feel like I could go to sleep or go for brunch or something. It's very nice to be here today with everyone, and I know so many of our members are at the Pride Festival, but Raj said that he has some pictures he would like to share with us regarding the festival. So before I begin my sermon, Raj will look at the pictures you would like to share with us. Okay, I'll just give the commentary. Reverend Cindy and Bryn on a bike, ready to go. And we have, Rick and Drew, they're ready with all the colors of the rainbow and a unicorn hat. Thank you, Drew. And Rick, too. Reverend Cindy Adelson and Mrs. Bryn Turner. Is it Turner? There they are. There they're going. Oh, and then we have the band ready to go perform. Looks like a celebration. And Rick, there we go. And Drew in the back. And there's the group. There's our church. Ready to have some fun. Good for them. Yeah. There we go. Okay, here we go again. They are having, look at Reverend Cindy's bride. She's the bride of God. Okay. It's Mark, okay, there's Mark, Reverend Cindy, Bren, and no, Drew in the back. It's funny, I was going to start my sermon with a prayer for them, but I think they're pretty good. I don't think they need it. I think they're ready to rumble. Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't know who those two are. Well, Kevin's in the middle. Yeah, Kevin's in the middle. Mike and Steve, and then Reverend Cindy Bryn. Okay. Yeah. 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 There they are. Okay. Great. Well, wonderful. Thank you, Raj, for getting that organized and sending that to us and viewing it. How exciting it is for them to be there. So today, I just have to clear this podium because we have so much going on that I'll never be able to find my talk. So let me just, there's a lot going on here. There we go, my friend. There we go. I just don't want that to fall. So Reverend Cindy was so kind today that she gave me a topic which was called Summer Transmutation. Better than Origin of the Universe or how to solve all the global problems in 5 minutes. But when I looked at Summer Transmutation, I thought, is that like a Ninja Turtle? Am I like going to be a Ninja Turtle today? It's not Halloween. But when I looked up transmutation in the good old dictionary, which I still own, it says the act or process of changing something completely into something different. To change or alter in form, appearance, or nature to a higher form, a higher element. It's like from lead turning into gold. So for us as religious scientists, it's about a transformation. It's about transforming the energy of our emotions, our beliefs, into something that really empowers you in your life. So we know that at our center we have the butterfly, which is kind of our motto, which is this evolution from this cocoon, this development into leaving the cocoon, into flying into this beautiful, beautiful way. So our metamorphosis, our transformation, is one of the butterfly here at the Center for Spiritual Living. So when I was thinking about this topic, I thought, which person have I met in my lifetime was about this transmutation? Which person was about evolution of consciousness, of higher raising, of a different vibration? And I didn't have to look too far because the person I came up with was Dr. Reverend Ernest Holmes, our founder. So let me paint a picture for you of his evolution, of how he came into being, into his philosophy. So let me paint this background for you for the Great Depression. So here we had the economy was in complete free fall, plunging stock market, 1 and 2 were unemployed, no food, no jobs, factories were shut down, farms went into foreclosure, mines just vanished, were abandoned. People started to plant gardens to prepare their food because they just didn't know where the next meal was coming from. People lived in cardboard boxes. People used cardboard for the bottom of their shoes, their soles. There was a motto in the Great Depression, and it was use it up, wear it out, make do, or do without. Can you imagine teaching that motto to kids today? Use it up, wear it out, make do, or do without. So here we have Ernest Holmes walking down the street in La Brea saying to somebody, you can have it all. That the God within is alive and well within you. That what you think about, you can bring about. That thoughts are things. That God wants you to win at life. And this was Ernest Holmes' message. So in the background, in this backdrop of such a world where there wasn't much, here he is coming up with this vision. It's very much like Moses in the Bible, who for 400 years people were slaves. And he said, you know what, I think we're done. Come follow me as just a shepherd with no name, no place. And here people followed him. And this is like people following Ernest Holmes. So in 1926, he published The Science of Mind, which is the New Thought Bible, if you will, in the context of a broken America. He started the Science of Mind magazine in 1927, which is now our present-day Science of Mind magazine. He called it Uplift. So this magnus opus that he produced at the start of the Great Depression, he gave people images and messages of hope, prosperity, education, vitality, joy, finding oneself. He gave this message in spite of what was appearing. And I believe that our country needed this philosophical twist, this philosophical improvement, if you will, for the next phase of what was to be. So his philosophy was very applicable to everyday life. It was religion means right living. His dream was simply for us to have it all and to be happy. For us to have it all and to be happy. His brother, Fenwick Holmes, wrote a biography on him titled Ernest Holmes, His Life and Times. And he says, it was obvious that his primary concern was to explain the science of mind in terms of a spiritual principle that could be applied by treatment to the individual demonstration of healing body and conditions and revealing a rich, full life here and now. So if we want to talk about transmutation with Ernest Holmes, we can talk about race relations. He was one of the first in LA in the 1920s to include all races at the center. Our first church, the Founders Church built in LA, was built by an African-American architect. Ernest Holmes was deeply influenced by the Shakers, which were about pacifism and were about connection and relationship to equality within the sexes. So the Shakers' founders were women, Divine Science were women. And he only became a minister because it said that he liked to do weddings. So he only wanted to be a reverend because he enjoyed performing weddings. So here you have somebody who was so ahead of the game of race relations, of women being in power in leadership in churches. I was raised Catholic. I have many nuns and great nuns that are aunts that are nuns, and they can only go a certain way in their journey. For us as religious scientists, I can become a minister. I don't know if I could become the Pope of our faith, but certainly I can become a minister. But Ernest Holmes had this vision of race being together, of people being accepted, of women having positions of leadership. He was one of the first. So talk about a transmutation from what was to what is. So in this philosophy, he developed something called spiritual mind treatment. And this is how us as religious scientists pray. We have 5 steps. There's one life. That life is my life. That all is well. I am in gratitude for that, and I release it and let it be. A 5-step prayer that he came up with. And he says that the mind of God is infinite. The mind of human is some part of this infinite. It is as infinite as our capacity to understand one's true relationship to God or spirit. Our mind knows how to cooperate with this infinite. Spirit is really the only mind there is. It is eternal. Spirit is the only conscious intelligence in the universe. That the mind of God is the mind in us. That the mind of God is the mind within us. How transformative that is. That the mind of God is the mind within us. So he was a master synthesizer of world religions, a mystic, an orator. He left home in Maine when he was 15 years old. 9 siblings, came from nothing. Father was a farmer who struggled. His mother had very little, and he moved to Boston because he was so clever in reciting biblical passages. His readings, he had, like they say, a photographic memory. He became an orator in Boston and then found his way to California. But he was a master synthesizer of mysticism, really, of finding that God within. So as religious scientists, what do we do with all of this? What we do is we transmute our mental states, that we're consciously bringing in the fullness of God as much as we can throughout the day. I created something here for the back. The back of the sanctuary is this pink or purple form. And since Reverend Cindy said summer, I think she wants us to practice something. So I have 8 principles, 8 practices that religious scientists do. And so what Ernest Holmes says is that we turn away from conditions, and we should be able to look at any discordance in the face and deny its reality. Because you're not your disease, right? You're not your illness. You're not your addiction. You're not your poverty situation. You're not your ill-loved in family dynamics. That you are born in the image and likeness of God, and you are full, wholly, complete of loving abundance, of health and well-being all the time. Jesse Jennings, who's one of our teachers here in New Thought, who's kind of like the historian of religious science, I just did a class with him, and I asked him, I said, if Ernest Holmes was about one thing, what would it be about? And he said, it's about oneness. That's the number one thing about religious science. It's about connection. It's about oneness. And here, this is what Ernest Holmes says. We call it life. The religionists call it God. The philosopher calls it reality. But life is an infinite energy coupled with limitless creative imagination. Our highest satisfaction comes from a sense of conscious union with this invisible life. It is this invisible essence and substance of every visible form. Its nature is goodness, truth, wisdom, beauty, energy, and imagination. So all human endeavor is an attempt to get back to this first principle, to find such an inward wholeness in all that is. So for us here at the Centers for Spiritual Living, the first practice that we talk about, that we teach about, is spiritual mind treatment. It's those 5 steps of prayer. And that's the single most important practice. We consciously use this creative process to direct spiritual laws, to heal and to change our conditions. Ernest Holmes said that one does not have to have faith in himself or herself as an isolated human being. Rather, what we have is faith in this principle, that we can use it and it's at our disposal. He says that the universal mind has unlimited power, but it has only the power which we give it. The mind as law is helpless without this direction. So I know for me, when I travel, I get somewhat anxious. And, my husband will literally get onto the airplane and the door will close. I get there 2 hours before minimum, a cup of tea, a latte, reading another magazine. I get so situated and comfortable, but I always bring my prayer mind with me. And I literally will be in line waiting, and I'll just say, there's one life, that life is my life, that this is a peaceful experience. I'm grateful, and I let it be. So I'm always in prayer. If I'm waiting in line for something, I simply say, I breathe in peace, I exhale love. I breathe in peace, I exhale love. That I'm always working in that principle. So that is the first one, spiritual mind treatment. The second one is practicing the presence. So we practice the principle of oneness, love, and creation to become aware of and experience the one infinite reality. So we practice the presence in our life with meditation, with mindfulness, with visioning. You know, and I know so many of us are so busy in this day and age that I have these little angel cards, and I literally take one, and if that word today was creative, I bring that word in as much as I can into my life, into my practice during the day. So I'm practicing that presence. When I go for a walk in the country, every morning I do my little 40-minute hike, I just listen to the birds. You know, I have no agenda but just to listen to what is all around me, that I am practicing the presence of that one. So daily practice is correct thinking, that we should turn within and sense God, because going within is one of the ways that we connect to that source. You know, the one thing about Ernest Holmes is when he talked about deity, it was the God, Father, He, Presence, Spirit, life, reality, truth, and universe. So there's always these different ways that we can connect to that God within our own heart. Greg Braden said that there is something deep within each of us that is so powerful, so precious, so sacred, so beautiful. It is the power of human divinity, the power within us to transcend perceived limitations. The third practice we do is direct revelation. So that is like when Reverend Myrna does visioning, that we connect to something within ourselves. When Kopo Magic is playing music, that he connects to something within himself. That we have so much holiness, sacredness, divinity, power, expression within ourselves, that we are a direct revelation of this. So love brings everything unlike itself to be healed. And that is the work we do. The fourth one is self-awareness. And, you know, sometimes I may not have that when I'm driving my car as much, or when I'm at my kid's soccer game. I get a little jazzed up with excitement. But this self-awareness is knowing when you're off or when you're on. The self-awareness is that connection within. So I know when I'm in a certain situation with some of my family that I really have to be steeped in practice before I go on a Thanksgiving date with them, or before we take a family cruise, that I have to be anchored in a word that is just love, that all my actions are just love, and I just don't talk as much. Love, and in parentheses, don't say a word, you know. Just kidding. But this is what I practice, is that I breathe in peace and I breathe out love. That I breathe in peace and that I breathe out love when I'm in those situations. The fifth practice we do is gratitude. And I think for us as religious scientists, that's the quickest one that we change. It's just like a boomerang. We just are so grateful for so much. It's so easy to flex that muscle of gratitude, of your life, of your relationships, that you have food, that you live in a country, that I can speak as a woman freely. You know, there's so much to be in gratitude for. So as religious scientists, that is one of our practices. The Buddhists, you know, when they stand and they visit different homes for food, they have their bowl open for food. They don't close it. They don't flip it over. But we stand with an open bowl for our life, for our love for one another, that we're in gratitude of so much of what we have. Number 6 is compassion, that we're respectful and that we honor one another. No matter who we are, where we're going, you know, I find this next election is one of deep practice of compassion. You know, if you want to practice compassion, just turn on the 5 o'clock news and see crazy energy all around us, but to have compassion in those situations. Ernest Holmes says, we are all children of one living God, one life that permeates all without exception, one intelligence that governs all, and most importantly, every man and woman who abides in the universe is a significant entity in the one universal consciousness. Our doors will forever be open to all. Whoever you are, be proud that you are a divine idea in the mind of God. That you are a divine idea in the mind of God. That you are a divine idea in the mind of God. Number 7 is intentional manifestation. The threefold nature of the creative process, the spiritual laws, and freedom. And what we do here is in our treatments, when we do them, we also do affirm and visualization. That we are in continual consciousness evolution of what our thoughts are. So we're always creating, always expanding. Ernest Holmes says that we believe in medicine, surgery, psychiatry, psychology. We believe in anything and everything that aids us. Our system of thinking excludes nothing. It is all inclusive. And lastly, sacred study. So we do a lot of classes at our church. We have practitioners that are in classes. We have people that are students who could teach. But we're always in study of this greater unfoldment, this nature of the one infinite reality. It builds community. It builds a deeper understanding. That we're always in that flow of our sacred study. So we do those 8 things. So at the very back, you're going to, hopefully, if you would like, pick up a pink or a blue sheet. And we have all the 8 spiritual practices that we do. And I encourage you this month of June and July to do one every day, just to check it off on the corner that you did one of gratitude, of compassion. You wrote a spiritual mind treatment. You read a sacred book. But we're really trying to build this community into something so powerful in Salt Lake City. So we have to do the work. We have to dig our heels into that spiritual truth of who we are. That there are 8 practices that the Centers for Spiritual Living put forth. And so I encourage you to walk in them, to practice them. You know, every morning when I get up, I'm alive. I'm so grateful that I'm alive another day. I just had a birthday. I turned 56, and I got to say, every year now is like a party. It's like, oh, I made it another year, right? So I'm so happy of that, or to just be in gratitude of what you have in your life. You know, to play the game full, and not to worry about those things that just aren't sliding up and lining up right now, but that are in motion to your greater good. So the 8 practices: spiritual mind treatment, practicing the presence, direct revelation, self-awareness, gratitude, compassion, intentional manifestation, and sacred study. So those are the 8 practices, the spiritual practices of the Centers for Spiritual Living. So try one on that's new. Try one on that may be challenging or may be uncomfortable. But through the dark, there's always the light. Through struggle, there's growth. So just tap into those and see what comes forth. I just would like to close with, first I'll do a prayer, but at this beautiful quote. We do not wish, we know. We do not dream, we state. We do not hope, we accept. And we do not pray, we announce. So let's close our eyes and go into prayer. So I'm just so grateful always for the Centers for Spiritual Living. Grateful for this philosophy of life that allows me to be me. That this Pride Festival, this celebration, where our church is representing that consciousness, that everyone on this planet is born whole, complete, and perfect. That everyone that is born is meant to be there. So I'm grateful for this sacred time of reflection, of community, of insight, and to allowing my heart to just be open, to be free, to discover new things, new possibilities. I'm so grateful for this music that just guides me in these words that I share. I'm so grateful for Reverend Linda's prayer. for Reverend Allie being here, for just such good lovingness, energy here at our center. And so I recognize that there is only one energy, one vibration that gives birth to everything we see on this planet and beyond and then some. That this one life is life of peace, is life of creativity, of joy, of abundance, of love, of healing, of community, of oneness. That this one life creates these gorgeous mountains, these beautiful lakes, this beautiful experience living here in Salt Lake City. And so I know that I am birthed from that I return to that my words, thoughts, and deeds are God's, that my money is God's money, that it is all God moving through me as I speak. And so if this is the case for me, I know this is the same for you. I know wherever you are on your journey, if you're here at our center today, or if you're online, if you're downtown, that this divine thread that moves me moves you. And so I just know that these thoughts, that my actions are all derived from God, from that one divine source. And the same is for you. So I just bless this time together, bless the sacred energy that we're in, that we're immersed in, that opens our hearts, that connects us to family, that moves our being in love and ease and abundance, prosperity, humor, peace. That I am blessed that the God that shows up is all of those and more. And so I just place these words, this prayer, onto the arms of Spirit, to the wings that takes it into another experience. And I'm so grateful, so blessed that we get to share this time together today. And so together with one heartbeat, we simply say, and so it is.
I am so blessed.
So this is the time of our offering.
Blessed.
Whatever you have to give your time, your abundance to our center, the ushers will be coming forth.
I am so blessed.
For us as religious scientists, this is a spiritual practice, that what we give, we receive,
So thankful.
that we keep the lights on, we keep the AC on, we make it comfortable.
I am so blessed.
Thank you for sharing your gifts with
I am
us.
so blessed. I am so thankful for all that I have.
And so if Gail would like to come here, we're just going to extend our consciousness.
So blessed. I am
So
so
grateful.
thankful. I am so blessed.
So now with just our arms stretching over to the baskets, just sending it energy, just knowing how grateful we are here at the Center for Spiritual Living, knowing that this money, we tithe it to the main church of the Salt Lake, the Centers for Spiritual Living, into the community, and into this building, into our sanctuary as well. So I know this money is well spent. It goes to the highest and best. And I just know it's a sacred, sacred experience. And it just increases our growth, increases our center, our vitality, our visibility. That these gifts you give just are paid back in dividends for our future. So thank you so much. Thank you. And together we simply say, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you.
All that I need. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light and love of grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free, I'm released. I've been set free, I'm released. The burden of my past have gone away at last. Oh, I've been set free, I'm released. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light and love of grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me.
Kopo magic.
Woo! Tamadi Rashan keep it low. Imay samras Rajanika. Tamari Rashon ki bela Ime samras chanika Tamari Rashon ki bela Ime samras chanika. Tamari Rashan ki bela Ime samras chanika Tamari Rashan ki bela Ime samras chanika. Lo asaki sanse Same masti machinika. Lo asaki sanse Lo asaki Dance with me, divine friend. Dance with me, divine Father. Dance with me, divine Mother. Tamari Rashan ki bella, ime samras ruchanika. Tamari Rashan ki bella, ime samras ruchanika. Noelo asaki sanse, same masti me janika. Noelo asaki sanse, same masti. Here is janika. Thank you. If you just please stand and join me for our closing song. Because I'm happy, nothing gonna bring me down. Because I'm happy, nothing gonna bring me down. Nothing gonna bring me down. No, no, nothing gonna bring me down. Nothing gonna bring me down. Because I'm happy. Come on. Clap your hands. Because I'm happy. Clap your hands. Because I'm happy. Nothing gonna bring me down. No, no, nothing gonna bring me down. Nothing gonna bring me down. Because I'm happy. Ooh. Stomp your feet. Because I'm happy. Stomp your feet. Because I'm happy. Nothing gonna bring me down. Nothing gonna bring me down. Nothing gonna bring me down. Because I'm happy. Ooh. Shout hooray. Come on. Because I'm happy. Come on. Shout hooray. Because I'm happy. Hey, oh, nothing gonna bring me down. Oh, nothing gonna bring me down. Nothing gonna bring me down. Nothing gonna bring me down. Come on. Nothing gonna bring me down. Because Thank you.